pride, tradition, heart-pounding action, heart-pounding action, gut-wrenching play, gut-wrenching, bone-rattling thrills. North Laurel football is now on the air with our team of broadcast pros, Joel, Adam, and Jerry. Presented by London Power Equipment, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Jimmy Storm, EC Porter IGA, Second Mile Behavioral Health, Excel Physical Therapy, Laurel County Sheriff John Root. Also thanks to Gondolier Italian Restaurant, Petrie Dental Services, Heaven's Hour on your radio, and Fat Butts Barbecue. Now, from our team to your home, here's game action from the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
exactly what we just saw there. They really was working that left corner, and Zach Anderson was just, solid. He was perfect on those throws.
Right. Yeah, and he nailed that the outside. That's what you got to do there. They shaded Jude that way, and hit it right along the edge.
Anderson stand back in the gun. He's going to keep it. Lowers his head, and ball's loose.
Oh.
But Pulaski County dives back on it, back at the 10-yard line. Tell you what, that would have been big right there.
Yeah, an early turnover. Yeah, that would have been real big to have an early turnover like that. They just didn't see the ball quick enough. Good job by, I believe that was the corner, Peyton Roberts, forced that fumble over there. Just didn't quite see it. Pulaski County was just a little bit quicker to get back to it, but shut that play down.
2nd and goal from the 10 for Pulaski. Anderson staying back in the gun. Hands it off, running to the right. And we got flags flying. And on the carry, be number 20, Winston Ford. That should be in the area of holding.
Yeah, that screamed holding, Joe. You're right.
No.
Was that helmet to helmet? Is that what he called?
I don't.
Because he did this motion right here, the two fists together.
Nonetheless, that's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, some kind of personal foul there, and I think it was on Gage Baker, or it was whoever did it committed it against Gage Baker.
Ball's all the way back on the 25-yard line, 2nd and goal. Anderson back in the gun, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Dropping back and looking to pass. Those are across the middle, and it's complete all the way down to the 13-yard line. Giving too much space.
Absolutely. Yeah, your deep coverage does not need to be that deep here on the goal line. You've got the back line of the end zone is your 12th defender. You don't have to play that far away. So, yeah, they give up a gigantic chuck game. Took Pulaski County out of a 2nd 25 all the way back to it's like a 3rd and 9. You cannot do that.
3rd goal for Pulaski County Maroons. Early here in the first quarter, 0-0. Pulaski County knocking on the door. Anderson takes it. A little misdirection, and right there. Great tackle by number 1, Braxton Fultz.
And great read by Braxton Fultz not to that's running to his side. He didn't bite on the misdirection the other way where they've got that speed option going right. He stayed home, didn't follow the speed option the other way. And he's played really good from that kind of hybrid linebacker spot so far this year for the Jags.
Bryson mounts home for the field goal. Be a 25-yard attempt. Good snap. Kick is up, and that's going to be wide right. Yeah. That's no good. North Laurel defense comes up strong, and we've seen North Laurel come up. Their defense is just stellar. Yeah. This is really good defense. Yeah, we gave up some big chunks right there, but this is a good defensive team.
Absolutely, it sure is, and that's been one of their biggest strengths. And there, Pulaski County shoots themselves in the foot, but North Laurel does not allow them to drive back in and get a field goal. They're still being 25 yards away. It's a long time, but your defense still has to stand up. So good job by the North Laurel defense, and they kept 3 points off the board. If people talk about tone setters left and right, but this is a tone setter for this North Laurel team. You got hope. You say, all right, we stopped them once, we can stop them again.
1st and 10 for North Laurel from their own 20-yard line. McQuarter going under center, and Cooper Robinson in the backfield. Robinson gets it right up the gut. Staying on his feet, digging. I tell you, he made something out of nothing right there. Pulaski County had him wrapped up back to the line of scrimmage, and he is still able to get about 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Wow, yeah, what a great run. And, Cooper Robinson is facing a loaded box. He's got 8 sitting in the box. You've got 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers, all packed in between the tackles. And Cooper Robinson was still able to find that. That's something you've got to be able to take advantage of. If they're running that many linebackers that packed close, you got to run stuff to the outside.
McQuarter going back under center. 1 receiver right and left. Robinson in the backfield. Quarter back to Robinson. Right up the gut. Across the 25. Out to the 30. Out to the 33. First down, North Laurel. Pulaski County's given up 148 yards rushing per game. And North Laurel averages 214 per game.
There you go.
North Laurel may have some success here.
Running the ball, yeah. And credit to the middle of the offensive line for the Jags, Braden Fultz, Asher Edwards, Colton Prime clearing some big-time holes for Cooper Robinson.
1st and 10, North Laurel. The quarter back under center. Robinson in the backfield, one receiver left and right. Right back to Robinson. And they're going to get to him, and they're going to give him about 2 on the play. Pulaski County got back to the backfield really quick that time.
Yeah, North Laurel had really good push with all 5 offensive linemen up front. It was off the edge. They just did not get that block off the edge. Whoever it was missed or got a shed and was able to get him in the back. If not, that was going to be probably about a 5 or 6 yard gain.
2nd and 8 for the Jaguars. Jude McCorder had a tremendous game last week, 6 of 14 with 1 touchdown, 109 yards. Carrying the ball, 18 carries, 113 yards. Quarter back under center. Right back to Robinson. Makes first guy miss, and he's going to pick up about 3 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Jaguars.
And you'll take that. A 3rd and 5, that is very manageable. You can convert this first down. That's not impossible. So good job by this North Laurel team. I know they love to run the ball in these early downs, and they're staying committed to it, not giving up on that, and it's worked so far this drive.
You're at home. Is this 4th down territory?
No.
I don't know.
No. Not yet.
I'm playing Madden, so I'm probably going for it.
3rd and 5, McCorder back under center. Right back to Robinson. Cuts up the middle, and he's digging, and he's going to get about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and 2. I don't know.
I'd say you go for it here. This is close enough, and you're on this side of you're so close to midfield. It's worth a shot to try to go and then trust your defense and know that if you don't convert it, your defense can get you a stop.
They may try to do a couple hard counts too, just to get the defense to jump.
Fourth and 2 for North Laurel. They're loading up that left side. Typically, when we see this, we know which direction it's going.
It's going to be a run to the left.
Quarter with it. Cuts back up. Breaks everything.
He's gone.
The quarter. 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. North Laurel.
Got that.
I tell you what, I do not know how he got through that crowd. But somehow he managed to get through the middle of that pile and take it home for 6.
The Pulaski County Joe, they've been watching tape because they loaded everything up to that left side, knowing that run was coming that way. Jude broke 1 tackle in the backfield, cut back through the inside of the Pulaski County defense, and there was nobody there for to tackle Jude McCorder, and he's long gone. What a safety anywhere. Man, what a run by Jude McCorder. That's the kind of play that a player like Jude McCorder makes and a weak player like him.
Houchin's on for the extra point.
Hey.
No, excuse me.
There it is.
Sawyer Miller.
We got us another kicker.
That's absolutely.
We were worried about that coming into this game, not having Cam Anderson tonight. We don't know who was going to kick it, and they've not had a kicker the last 2 games. So there you go. Sawyer Mills has learned how to kick in the last 2 weeks.
So I'm going to ask you again, Joel, do you go for it right there?
I think I'd go for it.
Man, couldn't dream of a better start for this game, Joe. For North Laurel.
That's how you want to come out and start the game.
Absolutely. Made a statement early. But everybody just stopped.
Yeah.
Just like it was
like they had him. Yeah.
But McCorder's motor never slowed down. Miller on to kick it away for North Laurel. And it's going to be fielded down at the 20-yard line. Out to 25, 30, getting it to the right side. Got room. 40. He's hit at 45, stay on his feet, all the way out to the 47-yard line. Good starting field position again for Pulaski County.
Yeah, and North Laurel, they're going to have to work on their special teams coverage here. This is 2 times in a row that they've not had a lot of people getting free in kick coverage. So that's something they're going to have to work on here as this game goes on. You can't be giving Pulaski County the ball inside the 40, inside of your 40.
Anderson And Brock in the backfield. Man in motion to the left. Brock gets it. Going right up the middle, across the 50, stand on his feet, down to the 46-yard line. Pick up his 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 for Pulaski County.
A big defensive stop right here.
2 receivers to the far side, to the near. Anderson calling for it. Trying to get North Laurel to jump. I'll tell you, we've seen North Laurel get a little antsy on that defense.
Yeah,
many times this year. They did a good job right there, not biting for that. Brock gets it right up the middle. He's hit and just staying on his feet. I tell you, that was just a gutsy run right there. Gets all the way down to the 39-yard line. 1st down, Pulaski County.
Yeah, he broke a reset and tackle. And right there at the last second, they ended up flipping that run. They had something they liked going to the right side instead of the left side. Good call by Pulaski County to flip that run. They got a bigger gain out of it than what they would have got to the left.
1st and 10, Pulaski County from the North Laurel 39-yard line. The receivers left and right. Brock to the right of Anderson. Anderson dropping back and looking to pass. His man wide open out to 25. It's complete all the way down to the 18-yard line. They're just hitting those open spots. Our defense back corners, they're just playing a little bit deep, and they're just cutting underneath.
Yeah, and right, you've got your safeties running about 20 yards downfield, and you don't have a single linebacker zone anywhere in the middle of the field. Both linebackers ended up going off to the flats. I'm not sure exactly what the plan was there, but that feels like they were preparing for the run.
Same look. Man in motion to the right. Anderson back to Brock right up the middle. 5. Touchdown, Pulaski County. Pulaski strikes back in a big-time hurry.
Yeah, and that's your running pass playing together right there. That North Laurel, they said, okay, well, we've had a 20-yard slant thrown on us again. We've got to try to move our defense around. They're moving those defensive back. They're moving their linebackers around. Time it let a run up.
Possible going for 2 points here. Mounts home for the extra point. And that one just slides in barely. Tied up 7-7. I tell you, I know we're not going to stop them. It's going to be impossible to stop, this Pulaski County team because they're so daggone talented. But what do you do?
It cannot be that easy, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It can't. You can't be. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what happened on that one big game because that chunk game's what got them in the spot to give up the run. You're just giving too much up over the middle. And the part of it is because those linebackers, and I preach on it, but your linebackers are in such a hard spot because not only do they have to play the run, they've got to back up. And if it's not a run, they got to back up and play the pass. And where Pulaski County really, their tendency so far this game has been to run on 1st and 10. They break that tendency, and you've got all your linebackers preparing to play the run, and nobody's back there to cover those slants. And then the quarterbacks on top of that are not playing far enough down to stop a slant that's 20 yards down the field. They're just running the slant basically to where the corner's at and the safeties are at.
A quarterback deep for North Laurel, along with Evan Zarate and Cooper Robinson. Mounts. Robinson's going to take it at the 15. Out to 20, 25, 30. Stay on his feet. All the way out to 35. Nice return right there for Cooper Robinson.
Absolutely. Using that, breaking those tackles. And what would be great for North Laurel here is one of those big 9-minute drives like we've seen this team do. Try to run some of this clock off here against this Pulaski County team. Give some of your defensive starters a little bit of a break while you try to get down here and score a touchdown.
That's the one downside to busting off a big run. You get your defense right back on the field.
That is true. 1st and 10. North Laurel from their own 35-yard line. 10 seconds on the play clock. Down to 5. The quarter going under center with 2. Got it off. Robinson, quarter keeps it. Bootleg back to the right. and he's going to get about 4 on the play. And we got flags flying. That's going to be a personal foul.
Yeah. A little extracurricular activity, Joe.
So be adding 15 to that. So it's going to be another North Laurel first down.
Here we go. This is twice this game that Pulaski County shot themselves in the foot. Yeah.
The officials, Mike must not be working there. Can't hear what he's saying. It gets it in Pulaski County territory. Down to the 47-yard line. A quarterback under center. 2 receivers, 1 each way. Robinson gets it. Dancing up front, like the tackle. Across the 45, knocked back. And they're going to give him the 45, looks like.
I love it. Cooper Robinson just dribbled a man, Joel. He took him like a basketball and drilled him off the turf. Great run by Cooper Robinson.
2nd and 8 for the Jaguars. 3:03 left here in the first quarter. All tied up 7-7. Quarter. Going back under center. Play clock down to 5. High formation. Robinson gets it. Running right. Cuts up field, and they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
And so North Laurel, they've come out here, like you talked about, where Southwestern, Pulaski County's given up so many rushing yards. They're trying to run this team over. It's not working. Well, I mean, it worked great on the one big Jude McCord run, but they've had quite a few drives here where they've got themselves in these, 3rd and longs. So they need to start kind of throwing the ball around a little bit.
McCorder back in the gun. Robinson to his right. 2 receivers left and 2 to the near side. McCorder taking the snap, dropping back, looking to pass, and I tell you, he had no opportunity. That big Pulaski County line just caved our offensive line in.
Yep, and your 2 route combinations, you've got one out going one way. You got basically an out in a street on both sides trying to clear out those zones, and it was not there for Judy. He instantly pulled it down and tried to get out of there, but the interior of the pocket collapsed on him before he could escape.
I know it's 4th and long, but again,
buddy, you got a punt from here.
my fear is, if you do that, then your special teams has got to step up and get them stopped back there and not let them run all the way out here to the 40.
That's exactly right. Play clock down to 3. 2. Got the snap off. McCorder. And over end punt. It's going to be fielded at the 21. Fair catch. So back them up just a little bit.
You gain about 30 yards of field position. You'll take that. And that's a pretty good punt for Drew McCorder. I mean, really limited any return they had there. Put them back. I mean, you want them back there at the 1, but the 20, you'll take that. That's a good punt.
1st and 10 for Pulaski County. 1:09 left here in the first quarter. Ball on the 22-yard line. Pulaski sending 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. Brock gets it right up the middle, staying on his feet. Gets out to the 25, still chugging. They're going to give him the 27. Good second effort right there by Brock.
Yep, and impressive work by number 54, Zach Philpott, playing the rotational defensive tackle spot next to Reese Sutton. He was the first one on the spot there to kind of slow that run down.
2nd and 6 for the Maroons.
Boy, Brock's a runner, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Very talented. Anderson with it. Quick hitter. It's complete. And breaking the tackle. Sent out the 40, 45, down to the 50-yard line. Great catch right there by number 7, Will Adams.
And that's got to be frustrating right there. You make the right, your zones are in the right spot. You still do a 5-yard game.
We do have flags.
And it looks like Pulaski County's marching back, too.
Illegal receiver downfield. No, I can't see this.
I can't understand what he's saying.
I can't either. and you really can't see what he's signaling. Nonetheless, that makes it 2nd and 10, puts it all the way back at the original line of scrimmage with 18 seconds left. Anderson takes a snap, throws it across the middle, and it's complete. Out to the 40 and down to the 42. I tell you what, that was a tremendous catch right there. Bronson Nance put a lick on him, and he's able to stay on his feet, and Nance is feeling that hit that he put on number 7, Will Adams.
And Bryson Nance made the right. I mean, he did exactly what he played. Actually, an excellent rep there on defense. He was, sprinting backwards trying to stop all those passes and laid a big hit. Made that receiver pay for it.
Nance being helped off the field. Just getting back healthy and goes down here in this.
It has another injury. That's right.
Yeah, tough break right there. And that's going to do it for the first quarter play. 7-all between Pulaski County and North Laurel.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
Welcome back to North Laurel High School. 7-all as we get set for the second quarter. North Laurel AD out there working with the official, trying to get his mic to work.
The do-it-all AD, Ethan Eversole, man. If it needs to be done, Ethan can get it done.
1st and 10 for Pulaski County from their own 42-yard line. That was a big-time hit Nance put on him, but didn't phase him. Anderson and Brock in the backfield, 2 receivers left and right. Anderson dropping back to pass, and it's complete. Out to 40, 45, 50, and he steps out of bounds back at the 46-yard line.
All right, so your outside linebacker is responsible for that area over there, that flat, and because they've been attacking the middle so much, they're shifting a lot of their coverage back with those outside linebackers. That time they attacked the outside, and it was there for them.
2nd and 6 for Pulaski County. Two receivers left and right. Anderson and Brock in the backfield. Anderson takes the snap, gives it Brock, going right up the middle. And flags flying.
It's in the area of holding, I would think.
I agree right there at that line. Yeah, Pulaski's backing up.
Yeah.
Holding. I'll tell you, penalties is really adding up early in this game for Pulaski.
Yeah, they have shot themselves in the foot here left and right. And, they've had a lot of positive plays on offense, a lot of things that have worked, but they've been penalized a lot. You got to be frustrated if you're Pulaski County and North Laurel. You're getting opportunities to try to get this fixed while they sit here and continue to shoot themselves in the foot. So you got to get it fixed before they get their penalties fixed.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Brock to the left of Anderson. Anderson dropped back and looked at the pass. Receiver's wide open. And right there, it's complete at the 20, but laying the boom on the receiver, number 16, Holton Gilbert.
Are they going to do that? Oh,
how can you call that?
That was the cleanest hit.
He hit him with his shoulder.
Yeah, he really did. I think they picked. Wow.
How's that a personal foul?
That's terrible.
I don't know about that.
How is that a personal foul?
That's terrible.
Back call.
I mean, is football not a contact sport?
right.
I mean,
I don't see any flags out there from the pool, right?
My question is, what do you want him to do right there?
Exactly.
What do you want him to do?
That was a legal hit.
Yeah, that was a good hit, too.
Just go on by. My bad.
Maybe the official thought he hit him too hard. I don't know. That was horrible. First and 10, Pulaski County. Anderson and Brock in the backfield. Anderson's going to keep it, looking to pass, and just overthrows his receiver. He had him, but missed him about 5 yards.
Well, I think what happened is we've got two receivers that ran the same route. We had two corner routes in the same spot. I'm pretty sure one of those was supposed to go to the inside where all the open space was at. So somebody didn't do something right, and the quarterback was anticipating one of them being in the middle, and he wasn't there.
2nd and 10 for Pulaski County. Anderson and Brock in the backfield. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Quick hit across the middle, wide open, down to 30. The 25, lowers his head, keeping those feet turning, and he's going to be finally taken down about the 22-yard line.
And where Pulaski's got those 3 receivers to that side, you are shifting that coverage that way, and that time they run a slant right inside of the middle line.
Legal receiver downfield again. That's the second time against Pulaski County.
Wow.
That'll burn you up every time. Ball don't lie.
So that moves the football all the way back to the 46-yard line.
Well, Pulaski has had some big plays negated all night. I mean, they've probably lost 60 yards in plays.
3rd and 15 for the Maroons. Two receivers left and 2 rights. Anderson staying back in the gun. Calls for it. Gives it to Brock, going right up the middle, trying to bounce it outside. Bounces it back to the inside, and right there he's going to be taken down by a host of North Laurel Jaguars. And that is going to be a personal foul on Pulaski County's number 7, Will Adams.
Yep.
He hit a North Laurel player just right in the face.
Yeah, I think that was Cooper Robinson he hit right in the nose. Right after the play was over.
I mean, he threw a haymaker, looked like.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And these are just this is mulligan after mulligan for this North Laurel defense. You know, they're giving them opportunities to get their defense fixed.
I tell you what, Pulaski has to be approaching near 100 yards in penalty
Yeah, I
the
know.
first half.
I know it.
My goodness. And we're going to have a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Coming up half, we'll recap this past week in North Laurel sports, along with talk about a little bit about our elementary basketball season that's tipped off. We had 3 games this past week, a whole lot of excitement and good times right now.
Yeah, we had a good time out there, didn't we? There's so many little things we're doing with it too, like the free throw contest and stuff. And then I was talking to one parent after the game at Hunter Hills, and he was telling me that his son, after the game, put the broadcast on the TV and watched it for 2 or 3 hours, just trying to learn kind of what was going on, and said that they loved it. So these kids deserve that coverage, man, and they're out there working hard every day, practicing and working, and they deserve to have that coverage on them and let everybody watch them. I mean, it's a good little thing that we're doing.
It's good to be back home in the jungle.
Yeah.
We've been on the road a lot this first half of the season, and we get to finish. We go to a 3-game homestand, counting tonight. Next week, we'll be at home against South Laurel. Following week on Thursday night against Wayne County.
What would be great is if we won this game tonight and guaranteed us a home playoff game, too.
3rd and 28 for Pulaski County. Anderson in the backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Dropping back and looking to pass. Going across the middle. He's got a receiver wide open. And it's caught and staying on his feet. And he is going to go the distance. That's going to be a touchdown. What a catch by number 8, Kason Brock. Took the hit and goes in for 6. And I think that's going to be a personal foul on North Laurel.
Yeah. And man, if you're Brody Pruitt, you can't play better coverage than that. I mean, he was in the hip pocket of the receiver. Anderson just made a perfect pass down the middle. That was a perfect throw.
Well done on behalf of Pulaski County.
Yeah.
They'll probably assess the penalty on the kickoff.
They're saying targeting.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that was on Drew McCorder. He hit him in the helmet.
Well, I mean, you can't give up that big of a play.
No.
You just can't do
No,
that.
you can't do that.
It's not how you win games. I mean, all those penalties, they gave you every chance in the world to get that ball back.
And Anderson, that was just that bad snap, and Anderson couldn't get it down. And fortunately, North Laurel holds them. I tell you, we've seen it time and time again. That extra point can make or break you.
Yes, it sure can. Yeah, we saw against Madison Central, North Laurel was very, very close to losing the game because of missing an extra point. So, and man, you just got to be thankful for North Laurel, all these gifts that Pulaski County keeps giving you, whether it's putting themselves back in a 3rd and 30 or missing this extra point down here. Pulaski County is doing a lot wrong that North Laurel needs to take advantage of here as this game goes on.
Jared, I'll tell you, you mentioned earlier about a 9-minute drive. That's what North Laurel needs right now. It's about a 9-minute drive, go down, score, and go up 1.
Get the ball coming
before
back
halftime.
Yeah, get the ball come back out in the 3rd.
Hope they've got that in them. They're capable of that. We've seen it a lot this year that they could do something like that, but it'll be a good time for it.
13-7, Pulaski County on top of North Laurel. So Pulaski County will be kicking off from the North Laurel 45-yard line.
It's almost guarantees a touchback, too. Now, Pulaski may try to mortar kick this thing and try to pin North Laurel inside the 15. I'm interested to see how they choose to play this.
McCorder standing back on the goal line. And McCorder's just going to let it go. Good decision right there.
Yeah. So Pulaski chooses the touchback, being able to kick it from the 45. Now, I was coaching, man. You want to kick that thing sky high, try to put it around here on the 10, shift all your kickoff coverage that way, and try to get these guys back here inside the 15 or the 10. But, it's just high school football. But that would be really nice if you did that.
1st and 10 for North Laurel. North Laurel sending 2 receivers left and right. Robinson to the left of McCorder. McCorder to Robinson. Breaks it to the outside out to 25. Cuts it upfield. Going to be taken down right at the 29-yard line. It's going to be about a yard shy of first down. Nice run right there by Cooper Robinson.
A good read by him. That run was not designed to go to the outside. That was another interior run. Pulaski County knows that North Laurel likes to run it on 1st and 10 in the middle a whole lot. Cooper Robinson. And so in reaction to that, Pulaski County shifts all their defense inside, and Cooper Robinson kicked it out.
2nd and 1 for North Laurel. 13-7, 9:51 left here in the first half. 2 receivers left and right. Quarter kick complete. Down at the 35, out to the 40.
Go, baby, go.
50, 40. Oh, that's face mask. There it is. There it is. All the way down to the 35-yard line and tack on 15 more.
How about that?
Big reception right there by number 1, Braxton Fultz.
Heck of a job by Braxton Fultz to take the 5-yard slant, break the first tackle. Oh, man, you love that. You love that kind of play. And then them to make another mistake down here and give them 15 more yards, adding on to all these penalty yards that Pulaski County got tonight, man. What a play by old Braxton Fultz.
I think at that point it was the juice worth the squeeze. I take the face max, guarantee I can get him down, or I give up a touchdown.
Exactly.
I think he had to. I mean, because I think if he gets past that defender, he's gone.
1st and 10 for North Laurel from the Pulaski County 20-yard line. 2 receivers left and right. Robinson to the left of McCorder. Quarter to Robinson, lowering his head. And give him about 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 for North Laurel.
Yeah, there really wasn't a whole lot there up the middle that time. Now you want to see what are those passes that you got here on 2nd and 9. I like what they did here, running that slant. That slant is a good tendency breaker on a 2nd down. You've got everybody anticipating the run. I want to see them do that again.
North Laurel, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. McWhorter back in the gun. Calls for it, dropping back, looking to pass. Got single coverage. McWhorter is being flushed out of the pocket, running to his left, across the 20, and runs out of bounds about the 16-yard line.
Man, that is a good scramble.
What a play by Jude McWhorter there to break that sack. I mean, he was dead to rights there. Had the defender basically was going to wrap him up. Jude breaks it and is able to outrun every other defensive lineman. Man, those are difference-making plays that players like Jude McWhorter are going to make. Your average quarterback ain't making that play. That's awesome. Great play by Jude McWhorter.
3rd and 6 for North Laurel. Ball spotted on the 16-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Robinson to the left of McWhorter. Play clock down to 3. Robinson gets it right up the middle. Got running room. Stays on his feet down to the 10. He's going to be just shy. I say they're going to mark him down about the 11-yard line. 4th and short. So you definitely going for it.
Oh, yeah. You're going for it. You're
not having your primary field goal kicker. And even if you did, you're still going for this because the field goals at this point are not going to help you in this game.
Yeah. I think you just lean forward, shove your quarterback. Let's go. I mean, you're not supposed to do that, but
and we got it called on us up at Lawrence County,
which is ridiculous. By the way, I have never seen that called.
I heard it was not a penalty in high school. That's what the coach told me. It was a bad call.
We had seen it all year.
They had run it and not been penalized
all year long until we went to Lawrence County.
Yeah, that's right.
And Coach Nelson lets the play clock go down. Takes a quick timeout. Friday Night Lights is brought to you by North Laurel Nation, official home of the North Laurel Athletics and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network, alongside WJTE 98.5.
Since 2010, John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff, now ready to serve in their new location at 1380 East Highway 192 in London, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. John Root, providing a safe, secure place for the residents of and visitors to our fine county of Laurel, and he proudly supports all area youth activities.
This year, I mean,
welcome back to North Laurel High School. North Laurel facing a 4th and 1. Got to get across about the 10-yard line for the first down. 13-7. Pulaski County, 7:42 left here in the first half.
Here we go. Man, this is a gigantic moment in this game, Joel. They need this first down like a fish needs water.
They're going to load up the left or right side like they normally
probably, yeah. Well, that's probably right. I say run it the other way. Run, do that.
Yeah.
Load that up and then go the other way.
And we got big Brody Pruitt up in there leading the way.
I don't know about a shotgun. I don't know.
This is, we've seen it time and time, McWhorter with it. And he's hit. And he is not, I tell you, the official is standing on the 10-yard line.
Oh, man. I think he got it. Man.
I don't know. Is it really going to
depend on where they place that football down? Oh, my gosh. Joe, I think they got the first down.
Are they going to measure?
I believe they are, yes. They're bringing the sticks in. That's something we've not seen much this year.
No,
maybe
we haven't.
once or twice.
Yeah, no, we've
all
not,
season long so far.
Not seen the chain gang come out here. But now from up here, it looks like the nose of that football is across the team.
It's just it's going to be really, really close.
Somebody go down there and just kind of nudge it forward a little bit.
Look at the camera. Look. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, we can see it right here. Where'd the ball go?
Right there.
First down.
Oh, wow.
By a hair. Guys, look at that. By a hair.
How about that?
Man, I tell you, And I'll be honest with you, I love that we got that spot, but it was a little bit generous, I think,
Probably.
on the run.
First and goal for the Jaguars. 7:30 and counting here in the first half. Caleb Roark in the backfield. Give it to Robinson. And he's tripped up, and he falls right at the 10-yard line.
May have to air it out.
Pulaski County had excellent outside pursuit there on that run. You have both outside linebackers, were in there in the backfield as soon as they snapped that ball. And they almost overran the play, but one of them just caught up with Brody Pruitt in time.
Second and goal for North Laurel. 2 receivers left and 2 right. Robinson to the right of McQuarter. Porter with the snap, keeps it, goes right up the middle, stays on his feet, gets down to about the 5-yard line, about the 5.5. Third and goal for North Laurel.
This is 4-down territory. So
Absolutely.
You've got 2 plays in the bag here. You know that you don't have to get all 6 yards right now, so you can call something like a run that's going to get you 3 or 4 yards here and get you close on the 4th down.
Ball's probably on the 6-yard line.
Guys, they're running some clock right now.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Robinson to the left in McQuarter. Robinson gets it, stays on his feet.
Got it. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Right at the goal line, they're saying he's about a foot from the goal line.
Man, that was an awesome run by Cooper Robinson. That was totally a Cooper Robinson run. The linebacker had him tackled. He put such a great juke move on him here, and he was playing catch-up the whole way. And, man, it is so close.
4th and goal for the Jaguars. Ball spotted inside the 1-yard line. Roark and Pruitt.
He got it.
The quarter goes across.
Yes,
Touchdown. North Laurel. 6 more. Ties it up. 13 all.
We gotta thank who made that run possible. We know Drew McQuarter did an excellent job stretching the ball across the line like he's supposed to. But that's all credit to the inside of this offensive line. Asher Edwards, Braden Fultz, and Colton Prime. They got enough push to allow Drew McQuarter to stick that football out there over the end line and put 6 points on the board.
Sawyer Miller on for the extra point. Good snap. Kick is up. Right down the middle. North Laurel takes a 14-13 lead over Pulaski County.
All right.
We said we needed to see a good sustaining drive right there. That's what they did. We've seen North Laurel take big chunks off the clock. You'd like to see them take maybe a little bit more, but hey, you take points when you get points.
Yeah, we ain't going to slow down and try to run all the clock off. We needed the point.
Hey, it's homecoming also here at North Laurel. We'll be having the coronation at the half.
Oh, yeah. Big night here. Man, this will be a good time for a big North Laurel turnover here on this next drive. So.
I'd really like to see a good line drive kick right here.
Yeah.
Really get by one of the deep guys back there.
And we got to be excited too, Joe. We can kick extra points again.
That's right.
We've not had that for 2 weeks. I think gets me excited.
But I tell you, North Laurel has done a great job on those 2-point conversions.
That's true. They sure have.
Little score update for you. South Laurel is up 17-0 on Southwestern.
Yep, my tracks.
Line drive. It's going to be taken about the 15. Out to the 30. 35. Staying on his feet. Out to the 40-yard line. Another good return by Pulaski County.
On the return for the Maroons.
And so if that score holds and South Laurel beats Southwestern like we expect them to, North Laurel is at least going to be playing for the 2 seed next week, even if they lose tonight, which tonight, looking pretty good. But if they do end up losing this game, they're still going to be able to play for the 2 seed and possibly have a home game in the playoffs, the first round at least.
Anderson and Brock in the backfield for Pulaski County. 2 receivers left, 2 right. 5:10 left here in the first half. North Laurel with a 14-13 lead. Anderson calls for it. Dropping back, looking past. Wide open down to 47. Out to the 42, down to the 40. I tell you, it's been there all night so far.
And those linebackers are getting closer to it. Bryson Nance and Brody Pruitt were both within about 2 or 3 yards, just not close enough. And sometimes you gotta sense that receiver's going up for that catch. Get your hands up and try to knock the ball down.
And we talked about it last week. Southwestern had a very talented quarterback as well, and he really picked us apart.
Yep.
1st and 10 for Pulaski County. 2 receivers left and right. Brock gets it right up the middle. Going to get all the way down to the 33-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play for Brock. Brings up 2nd and 3. Two receivers left, 2 rights. Anderson calling for it, dropping back, and it's complete. All the way down to the 23-yard line.
Defense is sort of bending but not breaking right here. And at some point you got to start pressuring the quarterback. And they're letting a lot of those short passes go.
And there you're sitting in a 2nd and 3, so your linebackers are playing for the run. And that's what Bryson Nance was doing there, playing the run, but the slant was behind him.
1st and 10 for Pulaski County. Anderson dropping back, looking to pass. It's Brock out here in the flat, still on his feet. 20, 15, 10. And right there is where he's going to be taken down. He's very elusive, strong, skilled kid right there in Brock.
Yeah, and that's frustrating for North Laurel until you put somebody in the right spot in zone coverage to stop that. You're not able to come up with the tackle. That's the point of zone coverage, is to be able to stop them where they're at and make the tackle. That's something we've seen North Laurel not struggle with a lot this year, but they're having a little bit of trouble with it tonight.
1st and goal. Pulaski County. Brock gets it going right up the middle, across the 5. Dives forward, touchdown. Pulaski County.
Too easy.
Too easy. Absolutely.
And then Brock, he is a big physical runner. He was just bouncing North Laurel defenders left and right. I think there's a couple that he knocked down and just slick out. I mean,
I imagine they will go for Brock. 2 right here.
Oh, yeah. (19-14) Pulaski County. 3:30 left here in the first half.
Got to hold them right here. Don't let them get this too.
Anderson back in the gun. Brock in motion. Anderson rolling out to his right.
Wow.
And back to the end zone is complete to number 4, Parker Burton, for the 2-point conversion. Very well executed right there.
No, that's right. And they found a soft spot in North Laurel's defense. It's again the middle there that they're having a hard time with. And he put that ball up there, Anderson did, so high that it was going to be hard for a lot of North Laurel defenders to get there. But you still really didn't have anybody in the area with him. So that was a good play by Pulaski County.
North Laurel will get the ball with 3:30 left here in the first half, trailing 21-14.
So now you've had the Pulaski County answer to that last drive now. North Laurel needs to go and put 21 back on the board and even this thing up before the half.
Quarter, Robinson. Evan Zarate back deep for the Jaguars. Bryson Mounts to kick it away for Pulaski. Robinson's going to take it at the 15. Out to the 20, 25. Cuts it up the field, going to get to about the 26, and that's going to be it. Not bad field position. Plenty of time for North Laurel to put some more points on the board.
Absolutely, yep. And we're going to see them, probably throw the ball a little bit here on this drive. So it's good starting field. Very average starting field position. This is about where you want to be at. So see what they can do and hopefully run most of this clock off before
Yeah, you
Pulaski
don't
has
want
to use the ball again.
you don't
Yep,
want Pulaski to get the ball
absolutely not.
the remainder of this half.
Yep, because as fast as they're going on offense, they can score in a hurry.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Robinson to the left of McQuarter. 1st and 10, North Laurel. And we've got a flag. False start, North Laurel. Back it up 5.
And those penalties we've been talking about with this North Laurel team, we hadn't seen a whole lot of them yet. Today, this is the first real big penalty they've had on offense, at least.
1st and 15 for North Laurel. Ball back to the 21-yard line, 22-yard line. McQuarter stand back in the gun. 2 receivers left and right. McQuarter dropping back, looking pass. He's got a man open across the middle. And just,
my
I'll
goodness.
tell you what, that was, it was just on the fingertips of Colton Gilbert. Couldn't pull it in.
And man, that was a good throw by Jude McQuarter. Just inches away from being a big time catch right there. And that's something they're continuing to work on, is getting that timing right. That's all about your timing between you and the receiver. And man, they're close. They're close to getting it right.
2nd and 15 for North Laurel. That stops the clock. 3:17 left here in the first half. Two receivers left and right. McQuarter dropping back. It's complete at the 20 to Gilbert at the 25-yard line, where he's going to be taken down, pick up a 4 on the play.
I think he hesitated just a little bit right there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kind of on that screen there. Yeah, he was just a little hesitant to let those defenders from behind him catch him, because he had space out in front of him. Just couldn't make the decision in time, really, where he wanted to go.
3rd and 12 for North Laurel. Two receivers left and right. Porter dropping back, looking to pass. Rolling out to his right. There's absolutely
I'm not.
I don't. We didn't have a single receiver downfield. Did you notice that?
I noticed that, and everybody
They was
kind
inside of the 30-yard line to the sticks.
well short of the first line to game.
And eligible receiver downfield against North Laurel, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
And really, you kind of had a lot of these receivers really were just kind of half running, almost like it was planned to be a run or something. I'm really very, very confused about what went on there.
Yeah, our receivers actually, they were just standing around. They
Yeah,
really
they really
were trying to get open.
I'm not sure what happened there.
McQuarter back to kick it away. Good snap. Nice punt right there. It's going to go out about the 48-yard line. They're going to give him, very generous with that spot.
Yeah.
Give him about 3 extra yards.
Pulaski County does not have the best kicker in the world, I don't think. So his range is probably pretty limited. It's going to be a little bit before they get in field goal range. So for North Laurel, your goal here, stop the touchdown. You really don't have the field goal until they probably get down inside the 15, around the 15. So
no big plays.
No big plays. Try to stay as deep as everybody else. And a lot of that comes down to your middle zones here. They are having a hard time tonight. They really got to work on that as the game progresses.
1st and 10 for Pulaski County, 2:18 left here in the second quarter. Anderson back in the gun, dropping back and looking to pass. And it's complete out the 45 to Brock. Across the 50, 45. And steps out of bounds. Back about the 42-yard line.
You can't do that.
And, the big thing here is North Laurel stays in this cover 2 shell all the time. And really their only adjustments inside of that are just kind of moving where the zones go. It's too easy for the Southwestern team. Man, a big part of it is you're not getting a ton of pass rush back there, but they're getting the ball out.
We had a penalty right there, so brought it back.
Oh, okay. All right.
First and 10, Pulaski. Anderson calls for it, and it's complete out to 30, 25, and McCorder knocks him out of bounds about the 24-yard line. Too easy.
He was wide open out there.
We're giving too much. I mean, we're giving them too much off the line of scrimmage.
My goodness.
And North Laurel on that cover, too. Whoever the flat zone was just stayed too low.
First and 10.
We got to get that clock running.
Anderson dropping back, looking to pass, and it's complete out here to Brock at the 28, down to the 20, 15, and he's upended about the 14-yard line.
Our defense is gassed, I believe.
I agree.
But I don't understand. I don't understand why they're having so much trouble here in that middle zone. I don't get it.
They're having a hard time tackling, too. That was what happened on that play. You just couldn't make a tackle.
Well, look at the touchdown reception as well.
Yeah, I know.
We hit him, and they didn't phase him.
It's a holding.
Holding.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the Pulaski County offensive linemen had Reese Sutton by the collar. Reese Sutton timed the snap count perfect, and all the offensive lineman could do was hold it.
Holding, Pulaski County. We'll back it up 10 more.
That's a big help.
That is.
Yeah.
1:10 left on the clock. North Laurel's just got to tighten up right here.
Yeah, and these on defense, you've got now. We saw them in a very similar situation to this, in the first half where Pulaski County had a goal and 25 to go, or real short here, and allowed a lot of stuff on the outside. So we'll see what North Laurel's going to do to fix it.
Pulaski with 3 receivers left, 1 right. Brock to the left of Anderson. Anderson, quick hitter across the middle, down to 15, to the 5, diving forward. And they're going to say he was down. Ball popped out, but we got flags on the field. We'll wait to see. And that one's coming back as well.
Wow.
Big time. That is huge.
Ineligible receiver downfield. That's the 3rd time we have seen that called.
Yeah, I know.
This ball game.
They must be putting some emphasis on that. I that's not something I see called a whole lot.
Wow.
I think you can have a offensive lineman 3 yards down the field. They can't be any farther than that. So that is that's a mental error by the offensive lineman.
Ball all the way back on the 29-yard line.
What do you do when you're getting that kind of push, though?
Right.
Second.
Anderson dropping back, looking to pass. It's complete out here at the 30.
Oh, my goodness.
I tell you, better defense right there by Gilbert that time.
Yeah.
The reception, to Parker Burton. They're just throwing it out here in the flat, trying to get a little bit of one-on-one coverage and hoping they can break that tackle. They've had some success doing that.
That's right. And that time you had Colton, not Colton Gilbert, Caleb Roark just about gave that tackle up, but was able to hang on to him kind of by his underwear and keep him held down. So good job by Caleb Roark on that one. He's one that's been struggling on that flat zone. He's tasked with keeping that flat runner, and especially when it had been Brock, keeping him from getting any more yards. That time he did a really good job.
We saw last week Southwestern really, really pick on Gilbert a lot.
Yeah. And with these, man, I just can't have to keep harping on this. Linebackers are in such a hard spot because you have to be big enough to play against the run and get off blocks. But at the same time, you've also got to be fast enough to get back on some of this stuff behind you and fast enough to stay in front of some of these runners, too. And this Pulaski County team is really, really fast, too. It's causing them a lot of trouble. Hard to be a linebacker.
Anderson takes the snap, looking across the middle. He's got a receiver down there in that corner, wide open.
Oh,
And that could be pass
No
interference.
way.
Nice PI. That's pretty bad.
Got him just
Yeah.
just a hair early.
Yeah, nope. He panicked. He had it cut off and just panicked.
Bail him out.
Yeah. And, Jude was beat to the inside just a little bit, but he had caught up and running to the and shaded him toward the sideline and put it where the quarterback wasn't going to be able to complete the ball. You just can't get there. You can't make that hit before the ball gets there.
I'd rather have PI before a touchdown.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I mean, he saved a touchdown.
But I think he was going to save a touchdown anyway. I think he was going to be fine. That's my opinion. But I ain't over there playing the safety, but I feel like he had it stopped.
Ball on North Laurel 13-yard line. 45.3 seconds left. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Brock to the left of Anderson. Anderson calls for it. Dropping back and looking to pass. He's got a guy wide open in the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Pulaski County. Another nice reception right there by number 20, Winston Ford.
That's going to be a tough one right there. With 40 seconds left, they go up 2 scores.
(27-14). Bryson mounts home for the extra point. Good snap. And the kick is up, and it is good. No good.
Wow. I was with you. I thought he made it too.
I thought he made it too. Well, I tell you what, looking through this glass, I guess it just my depth perception is bad off there. But what's your excuse?
Well, yeah. Well, there you go.
27-14, Pulaski County.
Another gift. So now North Laurel, your goal shifts to what offense can you put together? You've got 2 timeouts, so you can still work the middle of the field a little bit. What offense can you put together in about 40 seconds? You don't have a field goal kicker. That we don't really know what Miller's range is. We're assuming at least an extra points where he can make it from, and maybe just a little bit beyond that. So I don't know. You see, I'm interested to see how aggressive Coach Nelson and this coaching staff is here going into the second half. They do get the ball to start the next half, so. They may not be that aggressive knowing that they're going to get it one more time.
Mounts on to kick it away for the Maroons. Back deep is Jude McWhorter and Cooper Robinson. Line drive kick. It's going to be taken at the 25, out to the 30, and going to be taken down at the 35-yard line. Houchins on a nice return right there.
I think he takes some shots downfield here.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, that's what they're going to try to do. And I think that you got that good field position. You can play this aggressive. You can try to go down here and maybe put 6 points on the board.
33.2 seconds left.
And, you've got those 2 timeouts. So if you take something over the middle of the field and get a gain, you can call that timeout right away.
North Laurel showing 2 receivers left and right. McWhorter stand back in the shotgun, rolling out to his left. And it's going to be complete at the 40. Pickup of about 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 4.
I love it. Okay, so you get 5 yards in 5 seconds, you'll take that. You're taking what the defense gives you because Pulaski County's trying to play their coverage deep as they can. They run Colton Gilbert right in front of the defensive back. They moved the pocket, too. I like that, too. They didn't let Jude stay in the middle. They kind of moved the pocket over to the left. Great throw by Jude McWhorter. Gets you inches you closer to that end zone. And it's there again. I would take it. Take it all day long.
2nd and 4 for North Laurel. Play clock down to 6.
Don't want to waste your time out here on a delay of game.
Down to 3.
It looks like they're going
to 2.
Oh.
There's a lot of confusion on between, I think, McWhorter and Coach Nelson there on what to actually do.
And they run the clock just a little bit there. During the snap, we need a couple seconds put back on the clock. Did 28, but I like taking the delay of game there. Really, you don't want to give that timeout up because the 5 yards doesn't kill you. You don't want to give up the timeout.
2nd and 9 for North Laurel. Ball back on the 35-yard line. 2 receivers left and right. Quarter dropping back, looking to pass. Catch it, listen, and complete down to Gilbert. That's going to be enough for North Laurel. First down.
And gets him out of bounds, too. Man, what a strike by Jude McCorder. Perfect timing by him and Colton Gilbert, too, because he's throwing that ball before Colton Gilbert ever turns around. And as soon as he turns around, that ball's got to be there. Great job by them. Gets them closer. That gets them to the 50 or the 46.
Yeah, that was a great pass. I mean, my goodness.
1st and 10, North Laurel. 22 seconds left here in the first half. 2 receivers left and right. Quarter. Another quick strike to Gilbert.
Man,
down
Gilbert
to the 48. You got to get to the outside.
I got out of bounds, yeah.
And
waste your time out there.
Going to have to burn that time out there. Leave them with 1.
And see, I like them running. Yeah, it needs to get out of bounds. I like them running these routes to this left side of the field. That's a shorter throw for Jude McCorder, a little bit easier throw than trying to go over there to the right where these hashes are so wide. That's an easier throw for him over here. A bit higher chance of being completed. But, yeah, if you're Colton Gilbert, man, you caught that one close enough to the out-of-bounds line. You need to get out of bounds there and save that timeout because they could have just kept on marching their way up the field, getting these 5-yard gains at a time and get you in the spot where you can take some shots, at the legitimate shots at the end zone that you can throw. But, you know, that limits what you can do there, not having that timeout in it.
What do you think? They need about another 10, 15 yards before they can start taking shots at the end zone?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I think Jude from probably the 35 probably can toss you one in the end zone somewhere. But if Pulaski County is going to continue to give the 6 to 7 yards on the outside, they just need to continue to take that. Just continue to run Colton Gilbert on these out routes and just make your way up the field.
Take it.
2nd and 5 for the Jaguars. 2 receivers left and right. Quarter calls for it. Dropping back, looking to pass. Having to scramble. Scramble back to his right.
That's okay.
He got it back to the he got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and there was a receiver in the area too. Colton Gilbert was there.
Yeah, we just burned 8 seconds.
Yeah, and the quarter took a shot back there as well.
Yeah, I mean he did. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
.9 seconds left here in the first half.
So now, man, that hurts you a lot burning 8 seconds off the clock. Good job by Jude McCord maneuvering the pocket, but they run a lot of those precious seconds off. So now you try to take something over the middle, maybe get you to around the 40, call the timeout, and take a shot at the end zone.
Tanner Houchins in at quarterback, replacing McCorder. 3rd and 5. Houchins with a snap, hands it off to Robinson. Across the 40, steps out of bounds, or 45, steps out of bounds about the 42-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
All right, so now you're in Hail Mary range. I know it's not the end of the game, but you're in the range where you can toss this ball down in the end zone. And I like kind of going off tendency here. You're Pulaski County expecting you to throw the ball, so they're backing a lot of their defense off of the line of scrimmage. Cooper Robinson's fast enough to get up here and get out of bounds real quick and get you around to the 42.
4 seconds left here in the first half. McCorder back in. I don't know. One of the officials.
They're letting them do a sub.
I don't think 5 wanted to. Hey, I'm not sure what the deal is there. Yeah, I'm with you, Adam. I think they did let them sub somebody out, like it was basketball.
Come on.
Get them in there.
North Laurel 2 left and right. The quarter dropping back and looking to pass. Pulaski rushing 3, stepping up, cuts it loose across the middle, and it's complete down at the 12-yard line. And That is going to do it for the first half. Pulaski County taking a 27-14 lead to the locker room over your North Laurel Jaguars. Friday Night Lights is brought to you by North Laurel Nation, official home of the North Laurel Athletics and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network alongside WJTE 98.5.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
At Second Mile Behavioral Health, we're here for you in every way possible. We're trained professionals in the mental health field and we care. We believe in targeted case management and community support. We assess cases like mental health, substance abuse, parenting, anger management, and domestic violence. We take your needs seriously. You can find us on social media or go to secondmilebehavioral.com. Our phone number, 606-657-5504. Matthew chapter 5 verse 41 says, "And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him 2. That's us, Second Mile Behavioral Health.
XL Physical Therapy at 87 CVB Drive in London. Eliminate pain, improve mobility. We even offer stroke recovery, sports recovery, and we can help you avoid surgery in some cases. Take it from someone who knows. XL Physical Therapy is the best around. Phone 606-877-4673 or find XL Physical Therapy on Facebook. Let Tanya and her staff of caring professionals at XL Physical Therapy take care of you. Since 2010, John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff, now ready to serve in their new location at 1380 East Highway 192 in London, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. John Root, providing a safe, secure place for the residents of and visitors to our fine county of Laurel, and he proudly supports all area youth activities. At E.C. Porter IGA in London, owners Stuart and Ernest Matt House have always took great pride in the fact that they're a locally owned business. And because of that commitment, they've taken great care of generations of local grocery customers. E.C. Porter IGA in East London on 4th Street, where we love our local student athletes and their families. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. At London Power Equipment, power means service, power means protection, and most of all, power means power. Power. With technicians certified in Briggs, Kawasaki, Kohler, and Honda. And we offer for sale brands like Grasshopper, Echo, Husqvarna, DR, and Generac. We service and repair most outdoor power equipment brands, and if it's work gear, we've got you covered too. With arborist, forestry, and lineman gear. At 1680 Highway 192 East, we're open weekdays 8 to 5, with options for financing. We are locally owned and operated. Find LPE on Facebook or phone 606-389-5535 for London Power Equipment.
Gondolier Italian Restaurant of London is a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. Locally owned and operated, Doyle Jones and his family and staff use only the freshest ingredients with the largest menu selection around. Here are just a few of the things folks are saying about Gondolier. Fast, friendly service. Everything was delicious. While another satisfied customer says great service and staff. The food is amazing and has yet to disappoint. GondelierofLondon.com. North Laurel and Gondolier are a winning team.
Who doesn't love a smile? At Dr. William Todd Petrie Dental, we care about you. While comparing costs for dental services, always read the fine print. At Petrie Dental, there are no hidden costs, and we are now accepting new patients. Plus, most major insurances are taken. Free exams, high-quality dentures. Don't wait. Petrie Dental, north of London on US 25, 606-843-6476. A proud supporter of North Laurel. Fat Butts Barbecue has a new location in London, just north of the Kentucky State Police Post. Find our amazing menu on Facebook and online at fatbuttsbbq.com. That's PHATBUTTZBBQ.com. Whether it's a hankin' for some loaded nachos or pulled pork or sliced beef, also don't forget our delicious blown-up burnt-ends and our outstanding ranch-based potato salad. There are so many mouth-watering menu items you'll just have to taste and see for yourself. Fat Butts, lunch or dinner. US 25 north of London in the Pittsburgh Plaza. Phone 606-712-4026.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
At Second Mile Behavioral Health, we're here for you in every way possible. We're trained professionals in the mental health field and we care. We believe in targeted case management and community support. We assess cases like mental health, substance abuse, parenting, anger management, and domestic violence. We take your needs seriously. You can find us on social media or go to secondmilebehavioral.com. Our phone number, 606-657-5504. Matthew chapter 5 verse 41 says, "And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him 2. That's us, Second Mile Behavioral Health.
XL Physical Therapy at 87 CVB Drive in London. Eliminate pain, improve mobility. We even offer stroke recovery, sports recovery, and we can help you avoid surgery in some cases. Take it from someone who knows. XL Physical Therapy is the best around. Phone 606-877-4673 or find XL Physical Therapy on Facebook. Let Tanya and her staff of caring professionals at XL Physical Therapy take care of you. Since 2010, John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff, now ready to serve in their new location at 1380 East Highway 192 in London, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. John Root, providing a safe, secure place for the residents of and visitors to our fine county of Laurel, and he proudly supports all area youth activities. At E.C. Porter IGA in London, owners Stuart and Ernest Matt House have always took great pride in the fact that they're a locally owned business. And because of that commitment, they've taken great care of generations of local grocery customers. E.C. Porter IGA in East London on 4th Street, where we love our local student athletes and their families. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. At London Power Equipment, power means service, power means protection, and most of all, power means power. Power. With technicians certified in Briggs, Kawasaki, Kohler, and Honda. And we offer for sale brands like Grasshopper, Echo, Husqvarna, DR, and Generac. We service and repair most outdoor power equipment brands. And if it's work gear, we've got you covered too. With arborist, forestry, and lineman gear. At 1680 Highway 192 East, we're open weekdays 8 to 5. With options for financing, we are locally owned and operated. Find LPE on Facebook or phone 606-389-5535 for London Power Equipment.
Gondolier Italian Restaurant of London is a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. Locally owned and operated, Doyle Jones and his family and staff use only the freshest ingredients with the largest menu selection around. Here are just a few of the things folks are saying about Gondolier. Fast, friendly service. Everything was delicious. While another satisfied customer says great service and staff. The food is amazing and has yet to disappoint. GondelierofLondon.com. North Laurel and Gondolier are a winning team.
Who doesn't love a smile? At Dr. William Todd Petrie Dental, we care about you. While comparing costs for dental services, always read the fine print. At Petrie Dental, there are no hidden costs, and we are now accepting new patients. Plus, most major insurances are taken. Free exams, high-quality dentures. Don't wait. Petrie Dental, north of London on US 25, 606-843-6476. A proud supporter of North Laurel. Fat Butts Barbecue has a new location in London, just north of the Kentucky State Police Post. Find our amazing menu on Facebook and online at fatbuttsbbq.com. That's PHATBUTTZBBQ.com. Whether it's a hankin' for some loaded nachos or pulled pork or sliced beef, also don't forget our delicious blown-up burnt ends and our outstanding ranch-based potato salad. There are so many mouth-watering menu items you'll just have to taste and see for yourself. Fat Butts, lunch or dinner, US 25 north of London in the Pittsburgh Plaza. Phone 606-712-4026.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
At Second Mile Behavioral Health, we're here for you in every way possible. We're trained professionals in the mental health field, and we care. We believe in targeted case management and community support. We assess cases like mental health, substance abuse, parenting, anger management, and domestic violence. We take your needs seriously. You can find us on social media or go to secondmilebehavioral.com. Our phone number, 606-657-5504. Matthew chapter 5 verse 41 says, "And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him 2." That's us, Second Mile Behavioral Health.
XL Physical Therapy at 87 CVB Drive in London. Eliminate pain, improve mobility. We even offer stroke recovery, sports recovery, and we can help you avoid surgery in some cases. Take it from someone who knows. XL Physical Therapy is the best around. Phone 606-877-4673 or find XL Physical Therapy on Facebook. Let Tanya and her staff of caring professionals at XL Physical Therapy take care of you. Since 2010, John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff, now ready to serve in their new location at 1380 East Highway 192 in London, Monday through Friday 8 to 4. John Root, providing a safe, secure place for the residents of and visitors to our fine county of Laurel, and he proudly supports all area youth activities. At E.C. Porter IGA in London, owners Stuart and Ernest Matt House have always took great pride in the fact that they're a locally owned business. And because of that commitment, they've taken great care of generations of local grocery customers. E.C. Porter IGA in East London on 4th Street, where we love our local student athletes and their families. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. At London Power Equipment, power means service, power means protection, and most of all, power means power. Power. With technicians certified in Briggs, Kawasaki, Kohler, and Honda. And we offer for sale brands like Grasshopper, Echo, Husqvarna, DR, and Generac. We service and repair most outdoor power equipment brands. And if it's work gear, we've got you covered too. With arborist, forestry, and lineman gear. At 1680 Highway 192 East, we're open weekdays 8 to 5. With options for financing. We are locally owned and operated. Find LPE on Facebook or phone 606-389-5535 for London Power Equipment.
Gondolier Italian Restaurant of London is a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. Locally owned and operated, Doyle Jones and his family and staff use only the freshest ingredients with the largest menu selection around. Here are just a few of the things folks are saying about Gondolier. Fast, friendly service. Everything was delicious. While another satisfied customer says great service and staff. The food is amazing and has yet to disappoint. GondelierofLondon.com. North Laurel and Gondolier are a winning team.
Who doesn't love a smile? At Dr. William Todd Petrie Dental, we care about you. While comparing costs for dental services, always read the fine print. At Petrie Dental, there are no hidden costs, and we are now accepting new patients. Plus, most major insurances are taken. Free exams, high-quality dentures. Don't wait. Petrie Dental, north of London on US 25, 606-843-6476. A proud supporter of North Laurel. Fat Butts Barbecue has a new location in London, just north of the Kentucky State Police Post. Find our amazing menu on Facebook and online at fatbuttsbbq.com. That's PHATBUTTZBBQ.com. Whether it's a hankin' for some loaded nachos or pulled pork or sliced beef. Also, don't forget our delicious blown-up burnt ends and our outstanding ranch-based potato salad. There are so many mouth-watering menu items you'll just have to taste and see for yourself. Fat Butts, lunch or dinner, US 25 north of London in the Pittsburgh Plaza. Phone 606-712-4026.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
At Second Mile Behavioral Health, we're here for you in every way possible. We're trained professionals in the mental health field and we care. We believe in targeted case management and community support. We assess cases like mental health, substance abuse, parenting, anger management, and domestic violence. We take your needs seriously. You can find us on social media or go to secondmilebehavioral.com. Our phone number, 606-657-5504. Matthew chapter 5 verse 41 says, "And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him too." That's us, Second Mile Behavioral Health.
XL Physical Therapy at 87 CVB Drive in London. Eliminate pain, improve mobility. We even offer stroke recovery, sports recovery, and we can help you avoid surgery in some cases. Take it from someone who knows. XL Physical Therapy is the best around. Phone 606-877-4673 or find XL Physical Therapy on Facebook. Let Tanya and her staff of caring professionals at XL Physical Therapy take care of you. Since 2010, John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff. Now ready to serve in their new location at 1380 East Highway 192 in London. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. John Root, providing a safe, secure place for the residents of and visitors to our fine county of Laurel. And he proudly supports all area youth activities. At E.C. Porter IGA in London, owners Stuart and Ernest Matt House have always took great pride in the fact that they're a locally owned business. And because of that commitment, they've taken great care of generations of local grocery customers. E.C. Porter IGA in East London on 4th Street, where we love our local student athletes and their families. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. At London Power Equipment, power means service, power means protection, and most of all, power means power. Power. With technicians certified in Briggs, Kawasaki, Kohler, and Honda. And we offer for sale brands like Grasshopper, Echo, Husqvarna, DR, and Generac. We service and repair most outdoor power equipment brands And if it's work gear, we've got you covered too, with arborist, forestry, and lineman gear. At 1680 Highway 192 East, we're open weekdays 8 to 5. With options for financing, we are locally owned and operated. Find LPE on Facebook or phone 606-389-5535 for London Power Equipment.
Gondolier Italian Restaurant of London is a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. Locally owned and operated, Doyle Jones and his family and staff use only the freshest ingredients with the largest menu selection around. Here are just a few of the things folks are saying about Gondolier. Fast, friendly service. Everything was delicious. While another satisfied customer says great service and staff. The food is amazing and has yet to disappoint. GondelierofLondon.com. North Laurel and Gondolier are a winning team.
Who doesn't love a smile? At Dr. William Todd Petrie Dental, we care about you. While comparing costs for dental services, always read the fine print. At Petrie Dental, there are no hidden costs, and we are now accepting new patients. Plus, most major insurances are taken. Free exams, high-quality dentures. Don't wait. Petrie Dental, north of London on US 25, 606-843-6476. A proud supporter of North Laurel. Fat Butts Barbecue has a new location in London, just north of the Kentucky State Police Post. Find our amazing menu on Facebook and online at fatbuttsbbq.com. That's PHATBUTTZBBQ.com. Whether it's a hankin' for some loaded nachos or pulled pork or sliced beef, also don't forget our delicious blown-up burnt-ends and our outstanding ranch-based potato salad. There are so many mouth-watering menu items you'll just have to taste and see for yourself. Fat Butts, lunch or dinner, US 25 north of London in the Pittsburgh Plaza. Phone 606-712-4026.
Welcome back into North Laurel High School as Pulaski County has a 27-14 lead over your North Laurel Jaguars. North Laurel get the football to start this second half. North Laurel has got to find a way to slow down this offense of Pulaski County.
Yeah, they got to do something. And you know, a lot of times I want to say, oh, it's going to be the defensive line that does that. But Pulaski County is getting the ball out so fast that the defensive line really doesn't have time to get there. They've just got a lot of receivers open. They are picking the zone defense apart for North Laurel. Wherever they want to go, whatever concepts they draw up, they're drawing zones out of the way and getting people open. So Southwestern, they're doing a really good job attacking North Laurel zones. They've got to make adjustments to that zone. North Laurel does all those little zones. They've got to make adjustments to it to try to limit what Southwestern is doing. They're going to have to do that here in the second half if they expect to win this game.
Pulaski County did a good job scouting, I'd say, last week.
Yeah, they
because Southwestern did the same thing to North last week as Pulaski is doing to North tonight.
Yeah, really drilling them over the middle like we talked about. And it's a lot to do with the linebackers not being able to get back there far enough. Because Pulaski County can run the ball really good, the linebackers have to play the run a little bit. And when they do, anytime they are creeping up on the line of scrimmage to play the line, well, Pulaski County's running a slant 5 yards deep behind the linebacker, and he can't get back there. So,
guys, it feels like to me that this first possession for North Laurel to open this half is a must-score drive.
Yeah,
no doubt.
100%.
No doubt.
Have to score. If you don't score on this drive, you're in a position, where if they score, then Pulaski County scores in the next drive, then you're pretty much out of the game. Being down 3 scores it's going to be a tough hill to climb.
And you've not really gotten a stop all night.
No,
so,
not really. Other than Pulaski County getting the numerous penalties down here and them missing the field goal. That's the only real stop they've had, and the rest of the time, Pulaski County's pretty much run them over.
Give a big shout out to the North Laurel ladies soccer team on winning the 13th region soccer tournament this week. Defeated Corbin 3-1. North Laurel boys fell to OBI 3-1. All right, we're set for this third quarter, but quarterback deep for the Jaguars. Along with Zarate and Robinson. Oh, McCorder's going to take it at the 5. Out across the 15 to the 20, trying to cut it to the outside and just runs out of bounds about the 22-yard line. That's a good decision, though. There's no sense of stepping up and taking a hard lick right there.
Yeah, get out of bounds and make a business decision. Get out of bounds.
Return for the Jaguars.
Let's see what North Laurel offense is going to do. You know, you being down 2 scores right here, you don't have a ton of liberty to run the ball because the time, you know, the clock's against you. So they're going to have to throw the ball a lot here and depend on the improved right arm of Jude McCord.
Passing games look really good so far in this game.
Sure has.
Just need to I think we need to keep throwing the football.
Yep.
And that's going to open that running game up.
Yep.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Hand it right back to Robinson, right up the gut. And they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And, you know, that's there's not many times on 1st and 10 that North Laurel doesn't run the ball. That becomes a tendency. When you do that over and over again, teams can prepare for that. And, you know, North Laurel, they're setting Pulaski County up on one of these 1st and 10s that they're going to strike real big and get a gain off of them. But at some point, you got to do that.
2nd and 10 for North Laurel. 2 receivers left and right. Robinson standing to the right of McQuarter. Porter calls for it, dropping back, looking to pass. Pulaski County bringing the house, and he's going to lose about 4 on the play.
Defense has stepped up big time for Pulaski County.
Yeah.
No opportunity right there from McQuarter.
Yeah, and Jude, he flushed perfect. He knew exactly, I mean, they made the right decision flushing. He didn't have anybody open. But that one defender, I believe it was number 60 for Pulaski County, was able to get off his block right as Jude was coming by him and put a pretty big hit on him. Brings
up 3rd and 14. North Laurel's got to get across the 33-yard line for the first down. Robinson to the left. McQuarter, 2 receivers right and left. McQuarter dropping back, looking to pass. And just a little bit of missed timing right there on that route.
Yep, you got it exactly right, Joe. Colton Gilbert ran that a little deeper than Jude McQuarter was anticipating, or vice versa. He ran a little longer than he thought Jude was going to throw it, and that ends up being an incomplete pass there on a – and now North Laurel, they go 3 and out here on their opening drive. That is not good.
No, that's not what you wanted to do here.
Absolutely
not. Second half. McQuarter going to drop back, punt it away. Back deep for Pulaski County will be number 7, Will Adams. Send it back on their own 45-yard line. Good snap. And over end punt. It's going to hit at the 40, take a right turn, and it's going to be nailed down right there at the North Laurel 48.5-yard line. Good field position for Pulaski County. Just can't give a good team like Pulaski County this kind of field position.
Nope, and part of that is because your offense really didn't gain a yard. I mean, that's why they're in this field position, or that's why they've given Pulaski County this field position. Your punter's, you know, he's in a tight spot. So here you go, the North Laurel defense. You got to step up here and make a play, make a turnover somewhere. Try to change the momentum in this game.
Brock and Anderson in the backfield, 2 receivers left and right. 1st and 10, Pulaski County. Anderson to Brock right up the middle, across the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play, brings up 2nd and 4.
And this 2nd and 4, this 2nd and 4, 2, 3, and 4, this is such a hard spot for this defense because they know the run's out there and they could do it. They can run the ball on them. But if they play the run, they're going to give up stuff behind them. So this is a difficult spot for this defense.
2 receivers left and right. Man in motion right. Little shuttle pass to Brock. Across the 40, 35, 30, down to the 24-yard line. Big pickup right there for Brock.
Yep, and that was a creative play design there to fake the speed option one way, pitch it back inside. You got all of North Laurel's defense going one way, and you run it the opposite way of where they're heading. And Brock, he's such a strong runner, he's going to pick up a bunch of yards.
1st and 10 for Pulaski County. Ball spot on the North Laurel 25-yard line. 2 receivers left and right. Anderson calls for it, dropping back and looking to pass. Looking deep, and he had a receiver, just overthrows him. Brings up 2nd and 10.
That was going to be a difficult throw to get in there, too, for Anderson. He had Jude McQuarter bearing down on top of that receiver. Really didn't have a gigantic – there was a window to throw it there, just not a real huge one. That was very similar to the PI we saw earlier. That time, Jude McQuarter was able to play it, not get busted for the PI.
2nd and 10. Two receivers left and right. Anderson calling for it, dropping back and looking to pass. Wide open down at the 15, 10, 5. Big first down right there for Pulaski County. Wide open, number 7, Will Adams.
Yep, and now that's a high-low, classic high-low read right there with a curl route instead of a corner. And you had two North Laurel zones taking that streak all the way to the pylon, and the curl was open underneath it.
First and goal for the Maroons.
First and goal for Pulaski County.
Anderson calls for it. Rolling out to the right. Got a receiver open down here at the 5. Cuts back and diving forward. And they're going to say it's down at the 1, but we got flags.
I think it's going to be holding.
You're right.
Illegal motion against Pulaski County. Back them up 5. Still first and goal.
That was a well-designed play by Pulaski County, too. You fake the run one way and run the bootleg the other. And North Laurel bid on it, going the run direction, and they left flat wide open. But the penalty backs them up.
We are yet to get in the backfield to Anderson.
Yeah, I don't think we've touched him.
Brock with it. And we got another flag. Pick up about 1 on the play as we wait the call on this one. Pulaski County saying this one's on North Laurel.
Interesting. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Defensive holding.
This is the rare defensive holding. Let me explain why this is going on. Your defensive linemen are grabbing at this offensive lineman and keeping them from getting up to the second level. And you had, I believe, I think it was one of it wasn't Reese Sutton. It's whichever defensive tackle was in there. I guess Zach Philpott was holding the offensive lineman, keeping him from getting to the second level. Very rare call.
Anderson looking to go under center. Just goes straight forward, following that offensive line, and that's going to be a touchdown, Pulaski County. Pushes the score out to 33-14.
Man, the interior of the North Laurel defense just kind of got dominated right there, man. That's a good play by Pulaski County.
$8:14 left here in the third quarter. And this is just the complete opposite of what you wanted to see happen.
Yeah, I know.
Pulaski going for 2. Little flea flicker. Heading across the 5. Diving forward, and there it is. 2-point conversion is good. Nice run right there by number 20, Winston Ford. Pushes the score out 35-14. 8:14 left here in the third.
And yep, that was the worst case scenario. Come out and go 3 and out, and then give up a pretty quick touchdown to Pulaski County to put you down 3 scores, and that's a hard hole to dig out of. But you know what? If you're going to, this offense has got to come out this next possession, put a good drive together, put 6 more points on the board, make it a 2-score game again. That's kind of what they're up against here. And it's early enough in this game. They can come back from this and maybe make it a close game again.
I think they really just got to come out and start
throw the ball. Throw the ball.
Yeah, they've got to throw the football.
If they run it on 1st and 10 again, I'm jumping out of this booth.
Front window or the back door?
Get ready.
Out the front.
Get ready, Darren.
Going right out the stands.
Because I promise you, they're going to run it on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I know.
McCorder, Zerati, and Robinson back deep for North Laurel. Mounts moving on it. Quarter's just going to let it bounce into the end zone. North Laurel take over on their own 20-yard line.
All right, here we go. Offense. And you're missing your top two receiving targets too. RJ Noble and Cam Anderson both not playing tonight. That makes it difficult on the offense. But, you've still got speed with Colton Gilbert and Braxton Phillips. They're still two very capable receivers. We'll see what they can get open. They've had some stuff open that they could run.
1st and 10, North Laurel. North Laurel, two receivers, left and right. Porter calling for it, dropping back, looking to pass. He takes it, rolling out the right, and he just throws it away.
Quarter's pass is incomplete.
One thing I saw right there, Gilbert ran a little just 5-yard slant out towards the sideline. What we've seen him do there in the first half, but after he ran it, he just stood there. He didn't make another move.
Right.
He just kind of turned around and watched McCorder just running for his life. Look for open spot. Go to it. 2nd and 10 for North Laurel. Robinson gets it right up the middle, and he is going nowhere. Thrown down right at the line of scrimmage. Third and 10 for North Laurel. $20 seconds left on the play clock. 35-14, 7:36 left here in the third. 3 receivers left and 2 to the right. Quarter calling for it, dropping back, looking to pass all day. And it's complete down at the 31-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down, North Laurel.
Great job by Colton Gilbert. They're running as far as the sticks and getting over there and getting the first down. Good job by him. Good catch, too.
And that completion is good. For first down.
And at that time, McCorder had good protection. He had a lot more time, get back, get his feet set.
Yeah, he did.
Dr. McGowan's got it, though.
First and 10, North Laurel from their own 30. Quarter calling for it. Got a blitz coming. Robinson gets it. And he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he gets nothing else. Pulaski County came out of there with a football. I believe the whistle had already blown.
Robinson on the carry for the Jaguars. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for North Laurel. (35-14), 6:05 left here in the third. Robinson to the left of McCorder, 2 left, 2 right. Quick hit. It's complete to Gilbert. No. Gilbert tried to run before he got it. That was a good pass. Gilbert just didn't look it in.
Yeah, he had a lot of space in front of him to run. It's probably part of why he dropped it, because he thought he was going to have a big game. And it's good to see him kind of go into this passing game here. That's something, I mean, you just talked about before this drive, trying to get the passing game going a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I just on this side this time.
3rd and 10 for North Laurel. North Laurel shows this same look about all night. McCorder dropping back, look pass, got the blitz going.
Oh.
Intercepted. Pulaski County is going to take it 4-6.
His receiver never turned around.
Never saw it coming.
That was a miscommunication, too. I don't think that they were on the same page as far as the route goes, because the receiver wasn't even close to the ball. I mean, it wasn't that he threw the wrong route. And the route and the throw were not coinciding with each other.
Will Anderson from Pulaski County with the interception and 6. 41-14. Pulaski County. Mounts on for the extra point. Waiting the snap. There it is. Kick is up. And that one is good. Friday Night Lights is brought to you by North Laurel Nation, official home of the North Laurel Athletics and Jaguar Broadcasting Network, alongside WJTE 98.5.
At London Power Equipment, power means service, power means protection, and most of all, power means power. Power. With technicians certified in Briggs, Kawasaki, Kohler, and Honda. And we offer for sale brands like Grasshopper, Simplicity, Echo, Husqvarna, DR, and Generac. We service and repair most outdoor power equipment brands. And if it's work gear, we've got you covered too. With arborist, forestry, and lineman gear. At 1680 Highway 192 East, we're open weekdays 8 to 5 with options for financing. We are locally owned and operated. Find LPE on Facebook or phone 606-389-5535 for London Power Equipment.
42-14, 5:47 left here in the third quarter. Pulaski County with that pick six. McCorder, Zarate, Robinson back deep. Quarter's going to let it hit and go into the end zone. North Laurel will be starting from their own 20 again. North Laurel, it's too early in this game to be hanging your head. You got
you got to keep going.
Yeah, you're down big time, but you've got to keep fighting.
Yeah, there's none of this quitting, right? Like every play, you got to still go out there and give it you out. No matter what the score is, you got to kind of ignore the scoreboard at this point. You're down so much that it really don't matter. So it's just out here about executing good and getting ready for the South Laurel game next week. That's the plan right here. That's what you got to work on, being ready for them next week.
Hopefully get R.J. Noble back. McCorder going back under center. Robinson right up the middle and give him about 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And this game has just kind of gotten away from here early in this third quarter. I mean, they really just lost a lot of points.
Coming up this week in elementary school basketball, as we kicked off the elementary season this past week. On Monday, big campground at Hazel Green. Tuesday, Johnson at Campground. And on Thursday, London at Bush.
We're excited about that. Ready to go see some more gyms out there in Laurel County.
2nd and 8 for North Laurel. Roark in the backfield alongside Robinson. And I tell you, they're just nothing there.
No.
Pulaski County is getting back in that backfield and just no chance.
I just wonder why they're continuing to run. I don't understand. You're down 3-4 scores now. I mean,
yeah, and I guess you just executing for the rest of the season, right? This has kind of turned into more of a practice for you now than a game, because now you're down so much that it's really going to be hard to come back. So now you're just out there trying to do everything right the rest of the way. Say, well, we want one drive here where we execute real good. We want to do that.
3rd and 10 for North Laurel. Two receivers left and right. Quarter with a snap. Blitz coming. And I tell you, McCorder did a really good job getting rid of that. Pulaski County over there is wanting intentional grounding.
he got it past the line of scrimmage.
But there was not an intended receiver anywhere.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, there was not a receiver anywhere. But
down 28, they're not going to get that call.
No.
That's right. And yeah, he will play by Jude McCorder. He was rolling left the whole way, and as soon as he rolled left, he had a Pulaski County edge defender right in his face. Had to turn around and go the other way and throw the ball away.
He did a good job getting rid of it. McCorder back deep. Put it away for North Laurel. Nice punt. Backing away from it is number 7, Will Adams. Nice bounce for North Laurel. And Pulaski County be starting from their own 38.5-yard line.
And that's the best punt we've seen all night. And now for your defense, the same thing goes. This is all about getting your execution right. Getting, we're ignoring what the score is. It's 0-0, whatever. The score don't matter. This is about this drive. We want to do everything right again. We just don't want to think about what the outcome is going to be. We want to do everything right for a drive so we can feel good about ourselves going into next week.
First and 10 for Pulaski County from the 38-yard line. No, we just got to quit giving up so many yards off this line.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, we're getting up 10, 12 yards right now. Taking it up right up the middle is number 20, Winston Ford.
That was a pretty good push by the North Laurel defensive line. I think it was Reese Sutton in there on the tackle, made a good push and then stopped that run.
Adam, have you seen any scores over across town?
I know that South Laurel was up big on Southwestern. I know that Middlesboro all over Williamsburg, 22-8.
So
Anderson looking to pass, and it's complete. Oh, they missed a prime opportunity. Number 0, Boone Gobby couldn't pull it in down at the 42-yard line. And you talk about just a beautiful pass.
Yeah, it was a great pass.
Man, that was a heck of a pass.
He's probably angry that he dropped it. So, man, I'd give you a dart, and he dropped it for me. What the heck?
You know, and their quarterback, Zach Anderson,
Man,
got 6 picks on the season, 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's played excellent tonight.
That Middlesboro Williamsburg score, that's a big deal.
Yeah, 2A, man. Yeah, that's a big deal. Williamsburg's supposed to be good.
Listen, the Yellow Jackets are good.
They are.
Anderson dropping back, looking pass, rolling to the right, trying to get outside. A little ball fake. Gets across the 45, 50, lowers his head, and going to get down to the 47-yard line. That's going to be a first down, Pulaski County.
But you know they have number 3 in coach wins. Larry French is number 3 in coach wins behind number
absolutely.
2, Dudley Hilton in the same county.
Yes.
Anderson is down for Pulaski County.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you hate that for him. Hate that for Pulaski County.
I will say this. I learned something today, guys, that I did not know, and it's kind of interesting. Harlan, okay, has a Rax.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
I ain't had a Rax since I was a kid.
I had racks. I didn't like it all that much. It was like I went.
Hey, listen, I love racks.
It's like I went to the kitchen and made my own sandwich. It's like I could have did this at home for $2.
Hey, but listen, it's good.
Hey, but also to top that one, head up to Paris and eat at Jerry's.
Listen,
Oh, wow.
I work in Bourbon County now. I'm a bus driver in Bourbon County. So yes, I know, and I did the other night, about a couple weeks ago, we had Jerry's, and let me tell you something. It was like going back to my childhood. I remember when Jerry's used to be over there across from Shiloh's.
Oh, did they have one in London?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. As Anderson is sitting up, but they're really checking that right knee out. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the athletic trainer for Pulaski County used to be, still may be, Katie Jackson, former North Laurel basketball standout.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can't get a good look to see if that is her or not, but possibly.
Yeah,
I hate this.
He's having a hard time putting any kind of weight on that right leg.
You never want to see this ever.
No. Not bringing a stretcher out. Yes, that is Katie Jackson.
Young man's got a great career ahead of him.
You hate to see that.
Yeah, and especially a Pulaski County team that has been red hot, and a big part of it is Anderson. I mean, he's an excellent player. We're sitting number 1 in 5A right now on RPI. So this is going to be a big loss for Pulaski County.
I don't know if Anderson's wanting to get on that gurney or not. I think
Man,
he's really wanting to try to walk it off.
Yeah, I hope he don't get on the gurney.
I'll go one more.
Pops is going to bring the
yeah, that's what you
out.
need. Yeah, put him on the car. Let's don't stretcher makes it look a whole lot worse.
We were talking about restaurants. I got one more for you. Campbellsville's got Druthers.
Is that right?
They do.
What's
it's the only one left.
What's a Druthers?
You don't know what a Druthers is?
No, I don't know what a Druthers is.
That's the old-fashioned Burger Queen.
Oh, is it the Burger Queen?
Burger Queen.
Oh, okay, all right. See, one of these days I'll be sitting around saying, man, you remember when they had a Shiloh's? No, I'm just kidding. Remember when they had a Zaxby's in London?
I'll throw one at you, Joel. Do you remember Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt, I do not.
You don't remember the
Nobody remembers the Thunderbolt.
I don't know what Thunderbolt is. I'm sorry.
Is that
Yeah,
like a
he
first cousin of the Love Boat?
Okay, so so I knew I wasn't crazy.
We're before right after Taco Bell. There's a gas station sits there now. Pizza Wing Street.
We're gonna put Dr. Lewis on the radio.
Yeah.
First and 10 for Pulaski County. And the quarterback is number 7, Will Adams. He takes the direct snap and gets about 7 on the play.
Y'all don't know it out there, but you just listened
6.
to some elite dead air right there. That was very good dead air. That was really good.
Well, we're having a big hard discussion about Thunderbolt. I mean, listen, for the folks in Laurel County, they know. They know. If you've been here your whole life, you know.
We may have to get Dustin Lewis on the air.
Yeah.
Let him, break us in on these. 2nd and 4 for Pulaski County. Gives it to Brock, running left, gets across the first down marker, dives across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. First down, Pulaski County.
Well, we'll see what the new quarterback for Pulaski County's got here, number 7, Will Adams. See what. Well, if they're going to turn him loose and let him throw in it, because he's, kind of judging by Anderson not being able to put any weight on that leg, they're going to need him the next couple of weeks. So we're going to see. He's going to have to learn how to throw it here a little bit.
42-14, 2:05 left here in the third. Will Adams back in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Gives it right back to Brock, right up the middle, staying on his feet. Going to be taken down at just across the 30-yard line.
But in my mind, I don't know if I was 10, 12.
2nd and 5 for Pulaski County. 1:35 left here in the third.
That was the interior of the North Laurel defensive line. The running game is starting to open up here for Pulaski County.
Yeah, I mean, I ate there. I just my granddad loved it.
Will Adams staying back in the gun. Man in motion to the left. Gives it off right up the gut, across the 20, the 15, down to the 13-yard line is number 14, Hayden Carrier.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a very unique play design there. There was a whole lot of action going on.
That's first and 10, Pulaski County.
I heard you speak.
First and 10 for Pulaski County from the 14-yard line. Brock right up the gut, across the 10, keeps those feet going, and flags come flying in.
Flags are kind of a moot point at this point.
Correct.
I don't
Face
know.
mask, North Laurel.
Oh.
I keep thinking the key for Pulaski County. I mean, they're big. I mean, listen, as a Pulaski County fan right now, you got to be kind of worried.
I know, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not good.
Because he's. I'm going to be honest with you. Somebody, it was Dustin, said that he's the best quarterback that's come through here since Tim Couch.
Whoa.
I'll tell you.
That's pretty high praise right there, man.
I was impressed with him. I formation.
And I do mean here at North Laurel, played here on this field.
Adams giving it up to number 14, Carrier, and that's another touchdown. Pulaski County. 48-14. Pulaski.
Yeah, man, it's just been a rough night for the Jags. They looked real good in that first half, and here in the second, it's been nothing but Pulaski County.
Pulaski mounts home for the extra point. Good snap. Kick is up. And it's good. 49-14. 35-point lead. So that will put a running clock to start this fourth quarter. We're going to step aside and take a quick break. Friday Night Lights is brought to you by North Laurel Nation, official home of the North Laurel Athletics and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
At Second Mile Behavioral Health, we're here for you in every way possible. We're trained professionals in the mental health field, and we care. We believe in targeted case management and community support. We assess cases like mental health, substance abuse, parenting, anger management, and domestic violence. We take your needs seriously. You can find us on social media or go to secondmilebehavioral.com. Our phone number, 606-657-5504. Matthew chapter 5, verse 41 says, "And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him too." That's us, Second Mile Behavioral Health.
Is it right by Taco Bell?
49-14. As we get set to start the fourth quarter, McCorder, Zarate, Robinson back deep. Mounts on to kick it away for Pulaski County. Quarter's going to let it hit. And
whoa, he's got to field that.
He's got to field it.
Oh, okay, Rob.
I'll tell you what.
Well, that right there
was dangerous.
That should be a touchdown, Pulaski County. Well, no. He touched it in the end zone. Touched it in the end zone. My bad.
Stop trying to give away touchdowns, Jared.
My bad, man. I got my rules wrong for a second there. I was like, he fielded it.
Just sit back and relax for a second.
Quit thinking.
North Laurel needs to put a good drive together.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you got left here, is to just put a good drive together so you can at least have something go right here in the second half, something you can feel good about heading into that big rivalry game next week here at North Laurel that you got to win if you want to have a home playoff game.
McCorder back in the gun. Gives it to Robinson. Running left, cuts it back up the middle.
Hey,
40, 50, 40, 30. And ran down from behind was Robinson, but not before he got all the way down to the 25-yard line. Running him down was number 20, Winston Ford. Big pickup right there for Cooper Robinson.
Yeah, what about breaking the run right there by Cooper Robinson? That's one of the first, besides that one big Jude McCorder run, that's the only other time we've seen the running game look that good. And, man, great job by Cooper Robinson right there.
56-yard run.
And there you go. That's something you can feel good about. You execute something real good, you feel good about that run. Now you need to finish it off with a touchdown.
1st and 10 from the Pulaski 24-yard line. Quarter with a snap. Robinson right back up the middle. Gets down to the 20-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. Bring it up 2nd and 6. As they are still working on Anderson over there on the PC sideline.
Yeah, that changes a lot of things for us too. If Anderson is not playing, you don't know how good this Pulaski County team is going to be, and we still, may run into them in the playoffs. So it could be a big loss if he's out for the season.
McCorder calls for it. Back to Robinson, and there's nothing there. Just run into a wall of PC defenders.
And obviously this is not a good thing that they've lost to Pulaski County, but all is not lost, because even though they've lost this game, South and North only have 1 win apiece. So you're still fighting for that second seed in Region 8 in 5A. So, you still got the chance at the home playoff game, even though you've lost tonight. You lost out on the 1 seed. They can still be the 2 seed next week with a win against South Laurel.
That'll be a fun night.
It's going to be a good game, yeah. 3rd and 7 for North Laurel. 2 receivers to the left, 2 right. Quarter, right back. No, watch out. Got the blitz coming. I tell you what, McCorder never saw number 42, Brian Ford, coming from that outside.
I wager that
there was no block out there.
Yeah, a few other Jaguars may have not seen him coming either. And that was a good decision by Jude just to get down right there. There wasn't
Yeah,
And
no
anything they
sense
could do,
taking-
don't
yeah,
take the hit.
Don't
man.
take the
We
hit
don't
by
need to.
no means.
And they'll go for it on this 4th and 14.
Where are the tackles out there? Where were the blocks? Like, where are they at? They just didn't see him coming. I mean, it just was boom. He had no time. And that's happened a few times tonight.
4th and 14 for North Laurel. 3 receivers left, 1 right. McWhorter dropping back, looking to pass. Looking to throw to the end zone. And right there,
There it
pass
is.
interference.
He hit
Saw
him.
that one.
Yeah,
He
it's
hit
a
him.
lot of hand checking right there, all the way down through there.
Yeah, that was
That's a good call.
that's a good call. Nine hit Colton Gilbert right in the hands before that ball got there. That's going to be PI every single time, every day of the week.
You know, honestly,
And hey, that's a first down too.
if I'm North Laurel right here, I'm probably going to try to run some pass plays to the end zone. This is a good distance
They need to work on it.
That's right.
to work on that.
And what better way to practice that than in an actual game against a really good team? There's no better time than that to practice it.
Maybe run some stuff you don't typically run.
Right.
Joey. He was saying, y'all need to start preaching. I got hurt in the Thunderbolt. Popped right in.
1st and 10, North Laurel. From the PC 14.
We have started a revolution with Thunderbolt.
6:51 left in the ball game. Robinson right up the middle. Gets down inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line.
I think Zach Philpott just set a record for the amount of rolls that you can do at one time for a guy his size. I think he rolled about 5 times, like off the line of scrimmage, he just rolled. Now, the home playoff game is a huge thing. You really want to have that guaranteed, at least having one in the first round. You don't want to lose next week to South Laurel and have to go on the road.
49-14, 6:14 left in the ball game.
I didn't know.
2nd and 5. McWhorter right back to Robinson. And there's just nothing there.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
I don't know why they're not airing this out and just trying to sling it to the end zone.
What do you have to
don't-
lose, right?
But what are you? I think you have to run that to at least get your other receivers comfortable, because like we've talked about, Cam Anderson, he's not going to be back for a while.
Yep.
And then, RJ Noble, maybe next week. But other than that, you need to get those receivers prepared.
Got to get them some touches.
Yep.
3rd and 5 for the Jaguars. And
Oh,
another
my
handoff
goodness
right back to
gracious.
Robinson. Pulaski kind of get in that backfield. Going to be about a 2-yard loss.
Again, I don't get it.
That brings up 4th and
4th and 8 for North Laurel.
They gotta go for it here. You hope. Gotta try to throw something in the end zone. Let Colton Gilbert go up and get one. He can catch
Oh,
it.
we can still get a first down. But
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, they still get first down too. Yeah, give him 4 more shots at it.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Pulaski County is going to be bringing everybody right here. You got to get rid of it quick. And pass is just a little bit high. It goes incomplete. North Laurel will turn over on downs.
You should have started running that 3 plays ago. Stuff like that. Because, like you said, Pulaski County brought everybody.
Yeah.
They're going to continue to do that if you keep showing run. They just are.
And that was a good play call too. I mean, I like that. They got an all-out blitz, rushing 6 or 7, and you've got man-to-man coverage across the board. Run a slant with Colton Gilbert, let him get inside leverage. That was a good play design. Just the throw was just a little bit high, but man, you like to see that was a good play. It was good call.
And another reason you want to pass a lot right there is because obviously Pulaski County is going to play a little bit kind of lackadaisical right now. They're up big.
Yeah, you would think that. They have not.
Will Adams is going in at quarterback. Hands it off to Brock right up the middle. Out to the 20. To the 22. Going to be real close to the first down marker.
And I'm going to be honest with you too. Here's another example. And I'm going to take up for Pulaski County for a second.
Oh.
I would not have Brock in this game right now.
Oh, yeah.
Either.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why they have their starters out there. That's a great point, Adam. Yeah, you probably need to pull your guys.
I mean, you've already got one quarterback out.
That's right.
You know, you don't need your star running back to go down either.
No. I think they pulled him finally.
They did pull him.
Yeah.
1st and 10.
Oh,
big in the
man.
backfield right there.
What a
Brody
hit.
Pruitt.
Brody Pruitt, he's a bad man at linebacker.
I heard that one up here.
I know, I did too. You heard the pop. Brody Pruitt's got that neck brace. He's got a neck roll on, man. You don't see many players with a neck brace anymore, like the old school fullback neck brace. That's the coolest thing.
2nd and 12 for Pulaski County with 2:38 left in the ball game. 49-14. Number 14, Carrier on the carry. Nothing there. Brings up 3rd and 12.
And the North Laurel defense, you got to be pretty happy here. You've shown a little bit of resistance. And stopping this run game for Pulaski County right now. For North Laurel, you think maybe time for you all to put your backups in too. Maybe give some of these guys a couple of reps.
Well, they've already got McCorder.
No, they got the
out.
full starting. Oh, McCorder out.
Yeah, McCorder is out.
Yeah, he is. He sure is. But they've got most of the rest of the starting
yes.
defense out there.
And we've got whistles. Delay a game on Pulaski County.
There you go.
3rd and 17.
I think they're just running some clock now.
That's all they're doing. Absolutely.
You know.
1:10 and counting.
Guys, I've had fun up here tonight.
Oh, good, man. We're glad you're here. Come to visit us from Bourbon County.
Yeah. Yeah. I still love my North Laurel Jaguars, though.
Oh, yeah.
Direct snap. Is that Brock back in, or
is it really?
I saw 8. I never could see if it was 18 or just 8, but
yes, 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say
I was stressing for him. I said, "What are we doing?"
Yeah, Pace Crawford in at quarterback. Freshman.
Well, let's see. Pulaski County doesn't have to snap this. I don't guess they can just take the delay game and let the rest of the clock run out.
I imagine they'll probably take a snap here and try something. Maybe let the freshman get a little play in there.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
If I was coaching them, I'd just let it go.
Yeah, I don't
start clapping and shaking hands.
Yeah, there's no sense of them even snapping the ball.
No,
They'll take the delay a game, back them up 5 with the clock still running with 4 seconds. And that is going to do it from North Laurel High School. Pulaski County comes in, takes care of business, hands North Laurel a 49-14 loss. Guys, Pulaski County, they're the real deal.
Yeah,
they're a good football team. And again, North did not play their best game tonight. As they didn't play like they've been playing 2-3 games ago.
No, they didn't. And this is a team coming into district play we felt really good about winning against Lawrence County and Whitley County and Madison Central, and they had all these really big wins coming into this game. And yeah, they struggled against Southwestern, and then really struggled tonight against a really good Pulaski team. We anticipated that it was going to be a tough matchup, but we didn't think they would get beat like this. This is pretty bad. So man, you just feel for all these guys, but you gotta put this out. You got to have a good week of practice and come ready to play next week against South Laurel.
Big game next week.
Secure the 2 seed. Now, it's going to get real interesting if Southwestern turns around and lose, or if Pulaski County loses to Southwestern next week.
Not going to happen.
They have to play the game.
They got to play the game.
They got to play the game. You never know.
We'll go ahead and we'll put a meal on from Druthers or Jerry's or the
wherever
you want to put on it. Pulaski County will win that game and they
be
will
the
win
ones that-
big.
Yeah, they're right. They probably will. But anyway. You're right.
You have to feel like though tonight, if you have a fully healthy North Laurel, this game is a whole lot different. I feel like it would.
And you're right. You're without Cam Anderson, R.J. Noble. Still yet.
Because you were having a slugfest there for a minute, and we
That's
just
true.
didn't have the guns to
I'm
keep it
with you.
rolling.
Okay, I'm with
You
you.
know, I mean,
Right.
if
you
you
convinced me.
if it may have been like and again, it would have probably come down to one or two scores, but it would have been score because the defenses for both of these teams
Weren't stopping nobody.
We're having
But
a
if
hard
you, right, if you're at full strength and you've got R.J. Noble and Cam Anderson, the offense does look a little bit different.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah, you're right.
All right. Coming up next week, as we've said, right back here at North Laurel High School, as South Laurel will be traveling across town to take on North Laurel. There'll be a lot of emotions. That's going to be a high-flying, hard-hitting football game.
Yeah, please come out here and see these kids play North and South. This is one of the best things in the community. It ain't always – both these teams are not always good like this. Come out here and see them. Come over to the Parkway. Come out here and see this team play South Laurel next week. October 24th, Friday, 7:30. Be here, be square.
49-14, Pulaski County over North Laurel for Adam Webb, Jared, the attorney, Wilson, and I'm Joel Pritchard. Everyone, thanks for listening.
You've been listening to North Laurel Football on your home for North Laurel Athletics. WJTE, the Light of London, and North Laurel Nation on Facebook and YouTube. Presented by London Power Equipment, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Jimmy Scorn, AC Porter IGA, Second Mile Behavioral Health, XL Physical Therapy, Laurel County Sheriff John Root, plus Gondolier Italian Restaurant, Petrie Dental Services, Evans Hour on your radio, and Fat Bucks Barbecue. Thank you for joining us. Until we meet again on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.